Hi everybody, I finally made it back to do another video. Sorry for the delay, it's just been a busy life lately. And I hope to retire soon, so when I do, I'll try to do a weekly video. So this video is to go over the results of the PGI competition and tell you a little bit about how that went. Remember, I was the last video I showed all the shells that I had and that I was going to compete with, and the comments and mines and so forth. And I'm not good about filming the stuff as it shoots. One thing, I'm kind of nervous about the competition when it's going on. Another thing is you never know when you're coming up in the competition, and when you've got 30 people that's got entries in it, it's hard to tape it. They'll announce you and then they'll shoot it pretty quickly, so it's hard to do unless you just tape the entire event. My son was able to capture several of the shells, so I've put those up, or I'll show you those as we go through these. Overall, again, this year I think I did pretty good. Remember, I'm still a novice at this, I feel like, and it's been my third or fourth competition, I believe. So I've only been building for a few years, and so I'm holding my own, I think. And I thought I'd just run through these. Some of these had, this year, since it was the 50th anniversary, there seemed to be a lot of competitors. Some of the events had 30 competitors in it, so the competition lasted quite a while. And so the first one that I competed in was the aerial, well, going in order of the way they're listed. Aerial level 2, remember that was 4 shells that I had to do for those. Those were 4-inch shells. And I came in second. Yoo-hoo! So I got a trophy for that. Second place. So I was very tickled over that. Okay, the next one was my best small shell. It was a 4-inch shell as well, and it was red with yellow rings, rising tail. Came in 9th in that one. Next one was my best miniature shell, and I actually do have a video of that, and here it is. And that was did pretty good. That was only one of the 2 shells. Came in 3rd with that one. My next one was a best medium ball shell. It was a 5-inch shell. It was a double petal gold glitter with a rising tail. And here's the video for that.
Oh, pretty. Pretty good.
And with that one, I came in 6th place. By the way, the score on that one was a 6.79. The winning was 7.88, the winning shell. So it wasn't, even though it was 6th place, I was pretty tight with the winner there in points. And the points go up to 8, I believe, is how that scores. Well, no, actually it goes up to that. It must go up to 10. You seldom see anything much above an 8 in the scoring. Okay, the next was my best medium large shell. That was a 6-inch ghost shell, and I was in 7th place with that one, with a 5.98, and the winning was a 7.81. Honestly, that was not a good shell. I just don't have my ghost effects down. But, it is what it is. Okay, my best large ball shells, these were kind of a disaster. Here again, the ghost shell with this one was well, it just was not good. It was terrible, in fact. And I got, I believe for that one, it was 28th place, which was pretty dismal. My other shell in that category, I had 2 shells in that category. I got 23rd place in that one. Okay, the next one was, well, let me come back to that one. Okay, then I had a small gerb, and actually I was really tickled with the way that one came out. It really looked good. I think I did not score as well as I should have in that one. I got 5th place. My score was 5.53. The winning one was 6.89. And the next was the best small comet. I got 3rd place in that. And here is a video of that.
Nice.
These are the
And I thought those looked really well. Did well. They looked really good. Very consistent, I thought. The other category, best small mine, and here's that video of that.
Ooh.
That I got 8th place, and that actually scored a 6.04. The winning one was 6.81, so I was really in there. But a little story about this one. In the small categories, you know, they will show you, well, in all the categories, they'll show you the maximum size you can have and the minimum size you can have. So in the small, I thought I'd do, you know, what was a 2-inch, I think, no, it's 1.5 inches. That was red strobe mine with red cross sets, by the way. And so the small competitions, as a rule, are shot infield in small buckets. So you provide your own, you know, tubes for those. So I show up in the infield to load this mine, and the guy there says, "No, we never shoot these infield. Those are way out, you know, in the outfield with the other stuff." And I said, "Well, that can't be right. This thing's too small to shoot that far out." So I go back out to the other place, and they said, "Yeah, we usually drop those in 3-inch tubes." And it was, you know, a couple hundred yards back at least, and so I argued with him about it. I said, look at these. These are, you know, 1.5 inches. How am I supposed to shoot these from back here? The judges just won't see them. And they said, "Well, yeah, you're right." And then they said, "You know, we never see any that small." And so it turns out everybody does the maximum size they can in that category. And so they were shooting 3-inch mines, and here I've got 1.5 inches, which has, you know, nothing in it. And they had all this elaborate stuff in theirs. And so they said, "No, take it to the infield. They'll shoot it there." And I said, "No, I've been through that." So they said, "Well, we'll go and talk to the guy." So they went out and talked to him, and he finally agreed that if they would run a line from their system out there to fire it, then I could fire it from the infield. And it turns out that he had a complete different firing system there, and so it, you know, that category was shot from the back, and they had their own firing system. You know, he just wasn't set up to do that. So they actually ran a wire a long ways out there for me to hook those up. And I'm thinking the whole time, man, these better be good. All this trouble they're going to. So I had to go back out there to the guy and get him to load those in there for me. So overall, I didn't think that was too bad. But lesson learned: if you're going to compete in a small category, you're probably better off to go with the largest you can in that category. So like I said, I didn't think that was too bad. They look decent. So let's see, the small mine, I got 8th place on that, I think I said, and it's for 6.04, winning 6.81. And okay, so the final category that I was in, the best exhibition ball shell. And remember, this was a 10-inch shell that had cross sets in it. It had the rising effect with the comets, the ascending comets. This happened to get shot at the wrong time beside another shell that they were judging. So my shell goes up with another shell, and so, you know, I at the time I didn't even know it was my shell that went off with it. You couldn't tell what the heck was going on with 2 shells going off together that were fired side by side. And so they started discussing it, trying to figure out what had happened and whose shell it was. Well, crap, it was mine. And so I came in almost last in that category because they had no way to judge it. They had no way to see what was going on with it. And I thought that was kind of a bum deal. And that particular tubes, they did not have covers for those. Next time I'll take tinfoil and cover it myself. I will not trust that again. Don't know what happened. I don't know if it I don't know how it crossfired with hers, but it did. And so, and one guy said, yeah, your ascending tails look good. Well, see, I wasn't paying any attention to it because it wasn't my shells going up at the time. And so one guy said, yeah, the ascending tails look really good going up. And my son said, yeah, your crossettes look good. But I missed the whole thing, so very disappointing in that. Excuse me. So anyway, I was tickled at least I came home with a trophy. And here again, everything was a little weird this year, including receiving my trophy. They call you up, they'll announce the category and they'll announce your name. You go up for the trophy. Well, they did that. I walk up there and the guy says, I don't have your trophy. And I said, what do you mean you don't have my trophy? And he said, I don't know what's happened to it. And they looked around, and so I said, well, look, I'm going to go sit back down. And when you decide where my damn trophy is, just let me know. And so apparently they'd given it out to somebody else who brought it back up there, and then they ended up, calling me back up with me, or just bringing it over to me. I forget. But here again, the way things went, I was, overall I was okay with it, but it was just a weird year for it. So anyway, I thought I would share that, let you know how things went with me. And I'm already making plans for next year in Fargo, so we will give it a try then. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to post another one soon. Thank you.